All ready?
Jamal, not that you had a
You want to open up with a remark in there?
Yeah, most definitely. I just want to say, it's good to be back and see familiar faces. Believe it or not, y'all are family as well. And we can't thank you enough. Coach O and the staff put on a great pro day for us. A lot of the guys came out here, and we competed hard. I also had my man in the audience who was out there, my man JJ. That's like my little brother. So to see him, it definitely picked up my step a little bit. But I definitely just wanted to come out as well as the other guys and put on a show, compete hard, and put on for LSU.
Well, not that you had anything to prove, but do you think that time kind of solidified your spot in this draft?
I sure hope so. I definitely feel like I did have something to prove for myself in the 40, and that was to come out and run a faster time. I knew at the combine, 4.5 wasn't me. So I definitely put my mind to it, and I worked hard at it, and I had a great outcome.
What was the difference like the shave all that time off? What do you attribute that to?
Definitely technique. I had two wonderful friends of mine, Tremaine Acey and Mo Wells, and those guys helped me with my 40 as far as my drive phase and just staying low. Because at the combine I kind of popped straight up, lost a lot of time. Plus I'm on laser, so I definitely improved that.
Did you exceed your own expectations even?
Most definitely. I know my father. He clocked me before I came down to LSU at 4.39, and I felt like I was in my backyard. I felt very comfortable. I felt like I was gonna put on a show, and I just stayed confident and stayed relaxed, and I ran a faster time.
Jamal, when Trey came over there and celebrated with you when that time came up, what was that like for you?
Oh, it was unbelievable, man. That's like a brother to me. But the funny thing about that is, we trained in Arizona together at Exos, and we would run starts, and he would kind of mess with me. Like I'll run a 40, and then he'll be like, oh, 4.3, and then it was really like a 4.4. So he would kind of mess with me. So when he ran over there, I was like, are you serious this time? So it was a 4.33. But he was definitely happy for me, as well as the other cats, and I was definitely happy for them as well.
Ethan was talking about how he's ready to get back to playing football and not doing all this training stuff for things you won't do in the NFL, like line up and run a 40.
Right.
But how do you feel about that?
It's just a process that you have to go through. I think the combine was the one. That was the one that kind of got you. You can't really prepare for it. You really just got to be yourself and go through the process because it's going to wear you down, and they want to test you mentally. So I'm definitely looking forward to getting back to football. Now I'm taking visits, and definitely have that draft come around and hear my name called.
How much do you think about the possibility of you, Leonard, and Trey all being taken in the first round, and how cool is that to think about?
It's just that's LSU. It's a lot of top draft picks that came out of LSU. A lot of top guys. So we're really just following the lead, just doing what we're supposed to do. Just out here competing and just being ourselves.
To invest the top 5 pick in a safety, if that happens, in your opinion, what kind of impact does the safety have on
well, the game is changing. The game is changing to where tight ends are more like receivers. They're running receiver routes. They're coming out and spread different personnel to make the safety come out of the single high and come down and cover. Come in the box, bang a little bit, but the game is definitely changing. I feel like I'm versatile. I can play everything at the back end. I can blitz. I can cover in the slot. I can sit at 20 yards and go sideline to sideline. So I feel like that's what separates me from the other packs, the other defensive guys in the draft. There's tons of talent in the draft, and so hopefully I make history. Sean Taylor and Eric Berry was the highest safeties to ever go at number 5. So hopefully I go top 4. So we'll see.
If you don't get that, will it be a disappointment to you if you're not top 5?
It's in God's plan. I feel like whatever happens. It's where I'm supposed to land. But that's definitely my goal.
Jamal, how exciting is it to follow your dad's footsteps now and get drafted?
It's exciting. It's funny that he after the combine he kind of messed with me and said he ran a faster 40. So now I got him, so he can't really say that anymore. But it's definitely it's outstanding. I was blessed and fortunate with 2 great parents. And they raised me just to be respectful and lead by example. And I kind of just took it and ran with it. So just being myself and, you know, just competing every day.
When did you learn that history of safeties in the draft? When was the first time somebody brought that?
Very, very early. I would say maybe, you know, in high school, like my junior year, I kind of looked it up. And, you know, I said, I want to be there one day. And, you know, it went by so fast. Now I'm here. I did 3 years at LSU. Wouldn't trade it for the world. Best experience of my life. So now I'm moving on to the next chapter.
You'll be in Philly?
I will be in Philly.
At the combine, on the 40-yard dash, you were the first defensive back call, weren't you?
I was.
What was that feeling like?
Yeah, that was tough. And it wasn't just for the 40 or the other drills. It was definitely for like doctor visits and everything. So I was always, you know, setting the tone. And, you know, I took it upon me, you know, just being the leader I am. And, you know, I took on the challenge and, you know, I try to do my best.
Jerry has a question.
What's up, Jerry?
We got a question on your head. Why do you have the shirt on your head?
See, JJ doesn't let me off the hook. Anything I do, so that's my guy. So JJ, I had this shirt on my head because it's like, you know, it basically represents when I get to perform and compete. You know, it's like a warrior, Taliban. So I put it on and I go to work. No, I can't wear a headband, man. It's not gonna fit my head. Like, I don't like the way it fits my head. So I put on a shirt and try to be different. I'm gonna get you a shirt, man. Don't worry. I'm gonna put it on your head too.
All right. You talked about the history of the guys in the top 5, and when people take a safety in the top 5, those guys don't miss. I mean, those are Hall of Fame caliber guys you mentioned.
Yeah, no doubt.
Realize that.
Yeah, I definitely realize it. And you know, now that, you know, I've moved on from high school in college, I'm turning the page. I plan to be a Hall of Famer at the end of the day. That's my main goal, is to be a Hall of Famer, put on a yellow jacket, and, you know, hopefully, you know, some of you guys are there, and I'm speaking to you as well in the audience. So that's my main goal. But, you know, as a rookie coming in, I just want to earn the respect of my teammates and my coaches, and, you know, doing whatever they ask me to do, whether that's running down on gunner, kickoff, taking the water, taking helmets, whatever they need me to do, I'm gonna do. So I'm just gonna earn the respect and, you know, stay grounded.
Well, you didn't think you needed to do vertical today? You're happy enough with that?
Well, yeah. I feel like I was fine. You know, I hope, you know, teams don't really draft off, you know, verticals, but you know, it's some guys that can jump high on a vertical just standing. I would rather run and jump. But to answer your question, I can dunk a basketball, so that'll help a little bit. But.
What's been the most ridiculous part of this whole process for you?
Man, I wouldn't say anything is ridiculous. You know, I think it's well worth it. You know, at the end, you know, when you hear your name called, you're definitely gonna have a smile on your face. Me, I'm gonna probably be crying because I'm an emotional guy, very passionate, and, you know, this is everything I wanted. And, you know, my dream is starting to come true, but it hasn't settled. It's really just getting started.
You going back to Arizona next, or are you going to start taking visits?
I have a couple of visits. Matter of fact, I have a visit tomorrow. I have to fly out to Jacksonville, and, you know, I'm taking a couple of visits up until like maybe the 15th or 18th.
All right, one more for Jamal.
15th or 18th, and I'm just enjoying it.
Seems like
Hey, I gotta get you right, man.
Come on. That's for you.
Say it again.
See what I gotta go to?
He put it on. We can't have you like that. Come on. I gotta get you right. Hold on.
All right, last question, then we're gonna fix the headband for JJ.
I would tell you this. I don't pattern my game after anybody. Those are definitely, you know, Ronnie Lott's, you know, one of the best to ever do it. But there's guys that I kind of take, you know, bits and pieces of their game to try to add to mine. You know, whether that's Tyron, whether that's Earl and you know, Brian Dawkins, and, you know, the greatest Sean T. So I just try to take some of the things what I see from them and try to add this to my game.
Thanks. All right, Jamal. Thank you.
Look what I gotta go. Yes.
No problem. This is a small shirt. Get this on your head.
Hey, Dad,